This is the city, Los Angeles, California. That's where we are for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Indianapolis Colts taking on the Los Angeles Rams.
Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. You look at this Colt defense. They were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
No matter what coverage was called, they were in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. I mean, they were running the routes with them. Turned out, they were right there on every single ball thrown and came away with 5 interceptions.
Out of the gun, Stafford. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. He's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27th.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Zaire Franklin. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Part of why they came to this week with a winning record is that they feed off of mistakes like this, and now it's a prime opportunity, just moments in the game to get a short field touchdown off of their big defensive play. Now, on the other side, they were already the underdog in this one. They just made their uphill battle just a little bit tougher.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
They'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
Cut 19! Cut 19!
Here's Richardson to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Thomas. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
It's a gain of 11, and it's 3rd
3rd and 2.
Come on.
Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor with career touchdown number 60. And the Colts are on the board first on the road here in L.A. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game.
7-0.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
So from the 26-yard line, here's the 2nd and 8. Another run by Bigsby. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now 3rd down and 7. To throw is Stafford. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. JT doing the low out. Brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. So on 4th down, on is Ethan Evans to punt for the Rams. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. That's fielded at the 8-yard line.
And that's what friends are for.
As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turned it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road, so getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. Would be ideal.
That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
First down.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. From the gun, it's Taylor. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Now Richardson. Under pressure, and down he goes. There's Myles Murphy, who fired in and got him to the ground. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that. Give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's fourth down. On fourth down, the Colts will call on Rigoberto Sanchez for the punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Rams will go on offense here. First and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here first and 10. He gets this to Davante Adams. But he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
I tell you what, when you're down on the scoreboard, you've got to look to your stars, and that's what they do here to start the drive. I wouldn't be surprised if they looked his way a few more times in short order. That one, well designed, and it's a quick first down.
On first and 10, it's Bigsby. And down to the 36-yard line here. Officially, they'll call it a 9-yard pickup there. That leaves them in a good spot here. Second down and inches upcoming. The Rams are 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season. And they got off to the good start, but then 2 straight losses since.
And now you start to wonder about what this does for a team's morale, how it affects their psyche, because, let's face it, you work all summer pointing toward that opening game, you get the win, but then you don't carry it on from there. How will they bounce back from these losses and try and get right?
In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. Now a play fake, and it's Stafford. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big third down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. They give it off here to the tight end. And he is going to lose yardage here. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. They snap it to Stafford. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. 49 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times.
Let's go now. Michael, 18. Go.
Now Richardson back to throw it. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. Now he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Colts are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Colts 14, Rams nothing. Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Oh, good return up past the 30.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Red 80.
Stafford now to throw. Caught on the right side by Adams. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Set. Lady.
Now Stafford. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Set. 250.
Check it out. We got it. Check the car.
Off of play action. Here's Stafford. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
I got it. I got it.
Throwing again is Stafford. And it is caught. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 33. A strong pickup of 11 keeps their drive alive.
First down.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
Stafford. A short one there taken in by Ferguson. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Second down and 4.
Ready. Blue 60.
Here's Stafford. Going right back to Ferguson. And they'll get him to the ground, and he has another first down at the Colts 16. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. Here's Stafford. And he'll be out of bounds. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
Bigsby hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. He's got Daly. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Well, Charles, not only did they fumble the football, but they're starting to fumble away their chances here a little bit. We've got a 3-score ball game now here in the first half.
And the last thing you want to do, partner, is help the other team with what are avoidable turnovers. You want to hang on to the football because you're already playing against a good team. You're just making it easier for them by giving them extra opportunities.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-0.
Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Set. 280.
Now it's Stafford. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And incomplete on the deep ball.
With his height, that's exactly where you want to put it for him. But even that throw was a little tall to connect for the touchdown.
Ready?
Here's 2nd and 10. Up the middle, here's Taylor. 55 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
I think we can safely say that those types of players are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Richardson. And that is incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away, but the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. So that'll be marked down as a 19-yard punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead, finish up the half, and get on out and talk about it. And not that the coach asked me, but I do like the call there to start the drive. Looking for something maybe to jumpstart this offense. And they decide to run a little screen play. Maybe give their running back a little bit of space. Mission accomplished. He turns that into good yardage and a quick first down.
From the gun, Bigsby. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. It's a pickup of 7, and it is also the final play of the first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Joshua Carney to kick off for the win.
Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. And able to get this out to the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing out second down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Are going to halt things as they want a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this third quarter. And they're not going to get this one off in time. It'll be a delay. Richardson out of the shotgun. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. And got his man complete. Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Michael Pittman, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he will take this one all the way back inside the 35-yard line.
We all know the teams never want to use the word panic, but if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
Play action. Stafford. It's caught here by Adams. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
Complete, it's Dotson. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11. A lot of ground left to make up, obviously. A lopsided contest, and we're already in the third quarter. And they won't get it all back in one play or one drive. That's cliche, but it's true, Charles. If they can just maybe get plays like that and get a little momentum built, they can get the scoreboard a little closer.
And can you add some blinders to the cliche, meaning keep these guys from looking at the scoreboard, because that doesn't help them at all right now. Their focus needs to be on finishing every drive with points and playing mistake-free football from here on out.
And the ball situated at the 9, 2nd and goal. Stafford. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Set. 280. 11. What do you have?
Now Stafford on 3rd and goal. The left side throw complete to Adams. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Stay 50, stay 50.
Here we go on 4th. Stafford. On Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted. And the Colts are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th and goal. Well, the decision there, 4th and goal. They go for it, but this ball intercepted in the end zone.
Hey, how about some applause for the stand by this defense? Just to force them into a 4th and goal situation was one thing, but then to get the interception, keep them off the scoreboard, that's a job very well done.
And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
18 Rattler. Ready. Kennedy Lions. Buffalo 18. Ready.
Now it's Richardson. And this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And they'll get him down here at the 23.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on a flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
Ready. 70 Rangers. Set. Viking 18. Ready.
Off play action. Richardson. Incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And a stoppage here. A timeout before this 3rd down play takes place. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Let's go now. Step 60, step 70, Timberwolves. Panther 11.
Richardson looking to throw this. Trying to lay one up deep. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Across midfield. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the 3rd quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, They're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays. I certainly like the idea. You're down on their side of the field. Get your big play guy involved. That time, they put one up for him to see if he can pull it down in the end zone, but the coverage was good, and it winds up incomplete.
Now Stafford. They'll set up a screen for Bigsby. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
250.
Back to throw. Stafford. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that drops a deficit from 28 to 25. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best of the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He'll get 8 on the keeper there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Off to Thomas on the left side. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
18 yards. First down, Colts.
Pass the 60. Pass the 60.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set. Bronco leading. Coffee.
Richardson to throw off play action. He's got Thomas yet again complete. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
A 7-yard pickup.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 3.
The 27-yard line.
They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. The pickup there, 5 yards. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeve.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd. Here's Richardson to throw. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. They'll get it inside the 20. And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third.
Well, partner, they've used him quite well out of the backfield in this one. And here's another nice example. They set up the screen, and he's able to pick his way downfield for a nice gain there.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
19, Mustang 19. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Trap 50, trap 60. Big Lion.
Now Richardson back to throw it. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini-losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Then he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Well, how about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
In motion right is Pittman. Here's a tap forward by Richardson. So they'll wind up losing 7 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
18 rattling.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately, not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And a great return, solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
That's into the hands of Tutu Atwell. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Blue 60.
Throwing again is Stafford. That's going to be caught by Bigsby. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9.
12 more yards. That's another Rams first down. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Here's Stafford. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Ferguson. Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
And now Stafford, he's going to change things up. Again, he'll drop to throw. And now here's another interception. And the Colts are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Here's 2nd and 7.
Here we go. Set. Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
They run once more with Taylor. Pushes past him. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory. And I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you could just keep going with it, can't you? After turnover, after turnover. As this game unfolded, they were doing all the dictating, right? They told the offense exactly how it was going to go down today. So you saw them deflate with every series, didn't you? Every time they ran onto the field, it was slower and slower to get to the football because they just felt like if we go out there, we're just going to turn it over anyway. So it was really, really a stellar performance.
So for the Colts, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Dream